Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 5 minutes 5 marks series. In today's video, we are going to discuss a very pretty small topic from SRE 2410. It seems small, but sometimes it gets confusing for the student. So I would like to clarify that by an easy explanation. Now, look at the screen. I'm talking about this topic, departure from financial reporting framework in case of review of interim financial information. What are the actions you have to take if there is a departure from applicable financial reporting framework? First of all, we will look at an example. Now, I will take an example of a contract, of a construction contract where there is a variable consideration. The contract has a lot of conditions are there. And we are talking about the Ind AS financial statements. In that case, if there is a variable consideration, you can only recognize the revenue only when there is a higher probability that you will not have to reverse it or you will not have to return the consideration. Then you can recognize the revenue in case of variable consideration. Now, in this case, what has happened? The contract says that at the interim stage, that means by the time they are preparing the interim financial information, they should complete the 50% of the project. 50%, they should complete the 70% of the project, but at the interim stage they have completed only 50% of the project, and the condition says that at the 50% completion stage, you can recognize your full revenue, we will pay you. But this says that eventually the ultimate timeline of 100% should be met, but as per the project report of the company, they should have completed the 70% by this particular interim stage. That means they should have completed the 70%. That means there is a significant risk of delay, so they can recognize the full revenue right now at the 50% stage. They can recognize it as per the contract, but if it is not completed 100% on time, then they will have to return 30% of the revenue. That means, can they recognize 30% right now? Can they recognize the full revenue? No, they cannot recognize, because there is a significant risk of delay, because they should have completed 70%, but they have only completed 50%, and they have recognized the full revenue also. They might have to return the 30% of the total amount. Okay, so in that case, there is a departure from applicable financial reporting framework. In that case, you have to check whether my interim financial information is materially affected or not. First of all, you have to check whether it is materially affected or not. If it is materially affected, you shall request to the management that please correct this particular departure. So if they do not correct, if they refuse to correct, in that case you have to look at two things. First of all, whether or not adequate disclosure is given in the financial information. If adequate disclosure is given in the financial information, in that case you have to check whether the effect of that particular departure on financial information is pervasive or not. If it is not pervasive, of course it is material. We have already checked it here that it is material. If it is material but it is not pervasive, in that case you have to give qualified conclusion. If adequate disclosure is given, the impact is material as well as pervasive, in that case you have to give the adverse conclusion. Simple. Now, in the second condition, when adequate disclosure is not there, adequate disclosure is missing, in that case you have to give the qualifying conclusion. But if qualifying conclusion is inadequate because you think the effect of the departure from financial reporting framework is material as well as pervasive, in that case you have to go to adverse conclusion. Okay, this thing is clearly not written in this particular paragraph in the standard. That's why you may get confused. So let's read it once. If the interim financial information is materially affected by the departure from the FRF and management does not correct it, the auditor modifies the review report. Okay, now if adequate disclosure is missing, the auditor modifies the review report by adding an explanatory paragraph and qualifying the conclusion. Cool. They're talking about when adequate disclosure is missing. But if the departure is so material and pervasive that a qualified conclusion is inadequate, the auditor expresses an adverse conclusion. So they are not talking about what if adequate disclosure is given. In that case, I have told you by making this chart, so you can follow this and your concept is clear now. Okay, thank you so much. I'll meet you in the next video. Best of luck till then.